Hello everyone. Hello, welcome to the weekly dev stream. Glad to see everyone here. Happy Super Dungeon Designer Sunday. And Optimus, congratulations on your designer challenge win. Very exciting. Nacho Ordinary Dungeon Designer. Nice. Nice. The pun is especially good because of your creation of the Chips Challenge dungeons. I love a good pun. Hey Thomas, hey Matt. Thanks for swinging by. All right, we've got a fun one this week. We have officially kicked off the March Designer Challenge, formerly known as the Creator Challenge. We're now calling it the Designer Challenge because you are all dungeon designers. So it makes sense that we should use the terminology that we created. So it is now called the Designer Challenge. We are probably going to go back and I'm just going to go in and edit any dungeons that people put CC or Creator Challenge in and change that to Designer Challenge and DC instead of CC. If for some reason you don't want your dungeon adjusted, let me know. But I think it's pretty safe to assume no one would be upset with that change. So I'm going to go back and update some titles so that they're properly referencing the Designer Challenge and not the Creator Challenge. But yeah, going forward, when you create your Designer Challenge dungeon, just put the word Designer Challenge or DC in the title. Let's talk about it a little bit. I think this one's going to be fun. So this one kicked off kicked off yesterday. And we are tasking you with the challenge of just creating a minigame. So whatever that means to you is totally fine. There's kind of a fine line between a puzzle and a minigame. I think a minigame feels like a full, complete experience on its own. But we're not going to be picky. Do whatever you want. Just make a minigame and submit that for the challenge. I think it'll be really fun. We created a new tag. So there's a minigame tag that you can apply to your dungeon. So make sure to add that as well. Yeah, it can be anything. We've already seen some cool examples of minigames. I think the Chips Challenge stuff that We As Borg has been putting up is an example of like a minigame. A little while back, there was like a little Frogger dungeon. I think We As Borg made that one too, maybe. So things like that, a little minigame. Today, I'm going to attempt to create one. I have some ideas on a few things I want to try. We'll see how well they come out. They're not fully fleshed out, so... I'm never great at dungeon designing on the spot, so but we'll see what we can do. And yeah, have fun with it. I'm excited to see what people come up with. And same as last time, we're going to give out the Designer Challenge winner tag to our favorite dungeon. Also, don't quote me on this, but I'm hoping to get the time and the chance to go back and look at previous Designer Challenge dungeons and potentially award this tag to some older Designer Challenges. So don't quote me on it again, because that's some effort. I need to go back and replay those dungeons. But at some point here, when we get around to that, I do want to go back and retroactively award some Designer Challenge tags. So we'll look into that hopefully soon. Might get some time to do that. So. Yeah, and again, we're really racing towards that 500 dungeon milestone. We're definitely behind. We're at 316, but we've still got three months here to get to July 1st. So hopefully this challenge will help. Yeah, we're trying to get 500 dungeons in the game by July 1st. So thank you all for helping us reach that milestone and working towards it. It's been really cool to see all the awesome dungeons that have popped up. There have been some really cool ones. And this last challenge in particular, it was so hard to pick a favorite dungeon. It honestly could have went either way. I think there were 4 dungeons that we had picked for kind of the finals. And they were all just equally as good. So Awesome job to everyone that made dungeons. It was such a hard time deciding, which is a really good problem to have. We've got some really great creators in our community, which is awesome to see. And yeah, looking forward to seeing the new dungeons that pop up. So I think usually we give like a week or so. How long did we give for the February one? It was only a week. So we're trying 2 weeks for this one, just to give people some extra time. And also because we're going to be pushing an update. I know Thomas hates when I say soon, but we're going to be pushing an update soon. Like potentially in the next couple of days here. So if we do that, we want to give people a little extra time to work in those new things into their dungeon if they want to. Yeah, soon, trademark. So yeah, and also just figured a little extra time wouldn't hurt. So I think when we go into the April designer challenge, we'll think about maybe giving a little more time if we can, at least the 2 weeks. So yeah, some fun stuff. When you're creating your minigame, keep in mind it can be multiplayer if you want it to be. Doesn't have to be. It's not going to like affect your chances to win or anything, but if you have a cool design for a minigame that works for multiplayer, consider adding multiplayer to it. And yeah, we're also working on updating the UI for multiplayer. So, sorry, for the starting equipment menu, which includes multiplayer. So, excited to show that off soon as well. Soon. All right. But also, if you were here last week, we showed off the cracked floor tiles. That was a brand new thing, and it was pretty rough. We were kind of showing it off early, just to show everyone what we've been working on. Thomas has been hard at work on those for the last week, and they're in a really good place. So we're going to do some testing on those, show you kind of how they're looking now, and those will be part of the next update, which will be coming soon. So we're going to start there. I'm going to jump in, look at my testing list here, and we'll test them out. So let's see. I guess I should just go off the GitHub list, right, Thomas? I think that's probably the best thing to go off of for these changes. There's a lot. It's a lot of commits. Very cool. For testing the cracked floor. I don't think you have like a checklist, right? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Moon, that spells toolkit. All right, I gotta get tooltips in here. It's on me. I think I still need tooltips for the Red Lizard too. Shoots flaming arrows when a player is inside there. Oh, yeah, I guess actually I think I like what you came up with. That's good. Tool tip, schmool tip, yeah. It's a quote from The Stand. I don't think I've seen The Stand. All right, so we have these in every color now. So that's new from last week. They are semi-transparent in build mode. And they're also in the other themes. So you have the forest ones, you have the ruins ones. And soon you'll have an ice one. Soon is the word of the day. All right. Let's check these out. So you'll notice that's already different. There's a dust poof effect that plays, and they shake a little bit. Will invisible switches go on them, or will that mess with linking? So instead of invisible switches, we actually made these linkable. So we'll get into that in a little bit here. So the way they work, if you leave a room and come back in, they will respawn. Yeah, I think that the biggest thing was, yeah, like if you're able to put things on them, like switches and stuff, it looked weird to have those just floating over a pit once you break the tile. So let's talk about linking. So linking for these, let's put some things down. So these will trigger their link. If you link from them, the link will trigger after these fall in the pit. So not when you step on them, but when they collapse. It will trigger the link. It is, and that's because I think I did that. I think I used the paintbrush. No? Oh yeah, you can see the paintbrush changed the tile color, but not the pit color underneath. Okay, so links will trigger when you step off, when it's destroyed. And even if they're linked to something, they will still respawn when you leave the room. So for repeating links, you should be able to trigger something multiple times. So let's say you want to make it so this door opens when you go over this. When you leave a room, these fill back in, so you can hear it. The door closes. So now I've got to do this again to open the door. So repeating links will work like that. And then we made it so, yeah, I'll just use the floor switch. If you link to a cracked floor tile, we'll do these three, you can respawn them with a link. So if I make these go away, I can bring them back. So they will, a pit that is not linked to is going to reset when you leave the room, come back in. And a pit that you link to, you can reset by triggering that link. So you've got a lot of options. Now we also made it so that if you trigger something that has a link to it and leave the room, they will not respawn because you've given it a new way to respawn. And that kind of opens up even more possibilities, right? Because now maybe I have a setup where I don't want these to respawn. You know, I could even do something where like I have, you can kind of work around it a little bit, and like let's say I want to make it so that this one will never respawn no matter what. I can just put, you know, something else in another room and go like that and be like, player will never be able to reach this. And now this will never respawn. So you've got options when it comes to that. Can you break them with a switch or bomb? Yes, you can bomb them. We did add that functionality. So bombs will break them. Because it really looks like these should break with bombs, right? So I think this made sense to add that functionality. Oh, that's interesting. If the bomb is falling in a pit and you trigger it, oh, it has to be like close enough to the top. Interesting, for sure. Do cracked blocks work that way? I actually don't know. Oops. Wait. This is hard. Okay, they do, yeah. So that's the same functionality we already have. But yeah, you can break these. You can, you know, stand on one, bomb, fall in pit. These are really fun. I think where the linking is really fun is you can create puzzles like, because you can group them, so you can create a puzzle where like you need to clear all the tiles to open the door. So, you know, a lot of games I've played before have had puzzles like this where you have to walk in a certain pattern. So maybe it's like, you know, something like that. Wait, is this even doable? Okay, yeah, so you could do like something like this, right, as a puzzle. Just throw them in a group. And then let's say you want to give the player a way to reset these without leaving the room. You could also do this. Well, there we go. So let's say I mess it up. Respawn them. And then let's make sure that loop triggers. Cool. Yeah, I think these kind of puzzles are really fun. Nice little element to the dungeon. And then obviously they add a hazard too, right? Like you can imagine a boss battle where you have a bunch of these pits around and you've got to try and, you know, defeat Goliath while avoiding the pits. And all right, so that's the gist of it. Now, let's check out the testing we need to do. Yeah, definitely could be big for puzzles, for sure. All right, let's see. Checking everything since last stream. I have to go back like page here. Okay, so we added the shake, the effects on the underfloor. We've already shown that off. So when you step on these, it shakes, the dust poof appears. When you step off, there's a big dust poof, it falls. That all looks good. Okay, we talked about linking. I think there's probably still some more testing to do there. We'll come back and do that. Let me get these other things out of the way. Don't pair groups. Don't break on dash. Okay, so yeah, let's test dashing with these. So, and the dash boots add another layer to these puzzles, because now you have the ability to skip over some of them. So what can go on them? Oh, that's a good question about the fireflies. We should definitely test that. I don't think there's anything else that can really go on them. Yeah, let's test the fireflies. I think they will cause a link issue here. Okay. Oh, we didn't fix fireflies yet? Shoot. Okay, so yeah, you can put fireflies on there, which is cool. We want that. Okay, yeah, you can't link if a firefly is on there. So you gotta do your link first, then you can put the firefly, or move it out of the way. Yeah, that's something we'll have to work on. So let's test dash boots, and then I think we need to test how movable objects work on these. So we'll test that too. Okay, so yeah, I think dash boots add a lot to the puzzles, because like if you don't want the player to break certain ones, you could do that. Maybe make them a different color. Yeah, I think this definitely adds a lot to like dash boots puzzles for sure. Cracked floors in dark rooms, ugh. It's gonna be rough. I think another interesting thing is like you could create a puzzle where you need the player to like go do something and then come back. So they have to use the dash boots to leave another path for themselves. So something like This is simplified, but maybe, you know, something like this, and then you gotta go hit this switch. To open the door down here. Was there an audio overflow issue or not on the Firefly? It sounded like last time there wasn't a slowdown from them, but they did kill audio before. That I don't know. Thomas might know. I think that was actually a different issue that was causing that from when we looked into it. I'm trying to remember because it was a while ago. Why did the chicken cross the cracked road? I don't know why. So I need to look into the Firefly audio. Okay. Here, actually, I want a way to reset. So let's put a door here. So let's say I didn't use the dash boots and I just ran across. Get back. Probably want a reset room over here. No, I don't want a reset room. That's cheating. I want a one-way teleporter. No, that's cheating. I want these all to not be safe tiles. That's what I want. I think you can't respawn on spikes anyway. Yeah, there we go. So, although, no, that doesn't really help because you can still just hit the switch. So, I'm so tired. Leave me alone. Anyways, yeah, so something like this. Where you want the player to get back, so you gotta dash. Could have all the pits grouped and pop up the spikes if they go down. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then to get back. Something like that. Pretty cool. I like that. So fun. I love what this adds to the game. Like, that is so fun. And then it gets even better in multiplayer. So the way we did this for multiplayer, and this I think is going to be really fun, especially for co-op. When you walk on one of these, it doesn't break if another player stands on it, but it also doesn't break if one player steps off. As long as the player's on here, these stay good. And we did that on purpose so that you can do puzzles like this, where you have to work together to get across. And then push each other in pits. So I think that opens up a lot of fun for multiplayer as your friends sabotage you. Like you can imagine 4 players trying to all communicate. Don't go yet, don't go yet. No, you left me behind. Reminds me of Don't Break the Ice. Yeah. By the way, I want to leave a clue to something we're going to show off next week. We as Borg, we have an exciting update to show next week that I think will help a lot with your Chips Challenge dungeons. That's all I'm going to say. I think you'll be excited for it. Minigame idea? Yeah, that could be cool. Like a, you know, a minigame where you've got to break all these or something. And then the other thing is razor traps. So I believe razor traps will fly across these. But they're still a little janky, to be honest. Yeah, I think the pit detection with these is a little wonky. Yeah, I got them stuck. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. We also changed it so that these no longer bump pits. They will just stop at pits. So it looks a little more natural. He's stuck again. I think he's functioning fine, but they are getting stuck. Like here, I feel like he should be centering on this tile. Yeah. That way he can still like try to hit me this way. Yeah. Ice and a thief that takes items would finish most out. Oh, interesting. They have things like... It's not ice. We're not getting ice in yet, so I don't want to get your hopes up on that. Ice is coming later. They have things like fins to swim, fire boots to walk through fire, and suction cups to wall, and conveyors that are too fast to walk against. Otherwise, I think I could swap things. Rest of the elements. Okay, nice. Yeah, conveyor speeds is something that we do have in the backlog for a future upgrade for the conveyor system. We're also going to have like a factory tile that can feed the conveyor, so you can link to it to like turn off the conveyors. So more to come on that at a later date. The blue ones seem to work really well. What is he stuck on right now? Okay, so he's up here. Yeah, it's just the red ones. Like the blue ones? This is working great. This is actually super fun. I'm loving this. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's interesting. This one stayed broken. I think I'm stepping off it. I'm activating this switch before this one breaks. I guess that's fine. It doesn't feel super unexpected. Because that's still in the act of breaking before I step on this, so. Having too much fun with that. Okay. All right. Got to try and get through this testing. I have a hard stop at 7:30 here, so. If a movable block or stool hits one twice, or something else pushed it off, will it break now too without the player stepping off? Yeah, pushables basically act like players, so they will keep these active. It feels a little weird, but design-wise, I think it was the best way to go about it. Can I get behind that? Yeah. So if I have this holding this down, I can walk across this now. So if I put it here, now all four of these are held down. So again, might feel a little weird, but it's just the way we decided to do it. We'll see if people have feedback on that, but yeah, if a frog licks it off, it should break. Yep. Whoops. I made it go in the pit. Yeah, it will. I did test the frog glove. It will break these, I think, as it drags. Which is kind of expected, right? Because this is just kind of like dragging across the floor. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah. So, pretty cool. So you could have something like something like this, where you need to trigger both of these switches. Oops. If multiplayer is the cracked floor considered safe if multiple players are on it and one falls off? Let me test that. How did I fall? Wasn't falling before, right? Oh, if you don't go fast enough. Wait. It works with a single tile, but if you're doing multiple, you fall. Once the stool's off. Oh, huh. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, what I wanted to show was this. Right, set the stool here. Now I can come hit these. And then I can keep going. Although I didn't give myself a way back. So really, I would want to... here like this. Hit that. Hit that. Then hit that. There we go. And you can see the stool resets too along with the cracked blocks. Okay, let's test your multiplayer scenario. So you're saying, is the cracked floor considered safe if multiple players are on it and one falls on it? It is not. Which I think is good, right? We don't want that to be a safe space. Yeah. Cool. All right. Okay, cracked floor is now a pitfall variant. Yep. Cracked floor, just gonna go. Oh, this is the other thing. I don't remember if we showed this off last week. You can also put poison under these. Which is kind of cool. Secret, yeah. It was a secret, now it's not. Yeah, pretty cool. I want to see what happens if... So poison introduces an interesting thing. What happens if you try to respawn these while someone is in the poison? Wait, didn't I put poison? Did I not? If you mess up, there's a way back, but you take damage. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. Alright. So player 2's in the poison. Okay, that worked perfectly. So you can actually save them. You can have a player that's like saving them. Help me, reset the bridge. Yeah, currently it's just poison. All right. Oh yeah, so bombs. We fixed it so that bombs will fall now if you place one. You might remember from last week we tested this. So if I put a bomb down and I break this, it will fall. Same with the remote bomb. So that's cool. Bombs explode cracked blocks. Yep. Bombs placed on cracked floors fall. Oh yeah, and then we had a order of operations issue. That was fixed. Test that really quick. I think I tested this already. So you can have a crack tile respawn another crack tile because you can link them to each other. So if I do something like this, now when I step on this one and step off, this one will spawn. But it wasn't spawning in time to catch the player. So yeah, okay, they still fall. Never mind. That's still in there. Okay. I thought that's what that fixed. Never mind. So yeah, that's a known issue, how the player falls over top of the crack block. We're working on a fix for that. You have to step off the tile before the other spawns. Yeah, that's fine. It's like the same as same thing as when I was stepping off of here and it was triggering the floor switch. Like, I don't think that timing feels wrong, you know. So I think it's fine. Okay, the auto tiling's working. Yep, we saw that when we were playing around with it. Yeah, the other thing was on room reset, making sure things reset properly. There was a instance where if I pushed the stool on here and then came back out and went in, it wasn't resetting properly. That's all good. And then there were instances where if I had this in front of the door and I stepped through, it wouldn't reset. I would fall in the pit. So that's reset now. Which is pretty interesting, because it's like, okay, I can go back now, but if I step off this tile, I can't. Although I guess you could just go like this. Oh, no, it does respawn you there. Okay. Maybe slow the spawning animation so it looks like you need to wait a little bit before you can step on it. Could help. Looks better for a one-way door. Yeah, I could see that. Just keep in mind, I think you can dash through it. We have dash boots. Yeah, and make it through. Which is funny because now... Or no, yeah, because it restores. So. But this would work, right? All right, back to the list. Let's see. Oh yeah, there was an issue with expanding a room with these. Okay, looks like they expand properly now. I think that was one we found last week too. Looks good. Very cool. Okay, the theme variants, we showed those off. Let's just make sure all the colors work. So, oops. Oops. Hard to see the colors if they are next to one another, yeah. Oops. Could just render the crack block on top of the falling animation since they already fell in the pit. Start with the default room and place each individual crack tile so it makes... Yeah, I should have. You're right. It's too late now, though. I'm committed. Check it out. Le Room of Death, indeed. New set of puzzles for Chromatic Castle, I know. Adam's been talking about coming back to it. So if it places a pit, is it all its color? But if one, it just puts the cracked tile on top of the existing pit of its own color. Yeah, exactly. So if you want to mix and match the colors, you have a way to. These are so fun. I don't know what it is about them. Very, like, cathartic. If there's already a pit, it won't change the color. Yeah. So it could be a little extra work depending on your use case, but this is the way to make it so you can mix and match if you want to. All right, I think that's all the commits that I had. I did want to come back and do some testing with the linking. I think so far, the only thing we really found was just the red razor trap. Okay, so that one was set to only trigger once, and I want to make sure that doesn't reset. Okay, cool. Alright, still have that tag on. And then, yeah, this is a known bug where the other stuff in the group doesn't respawn. But we're working on that. Because those should respawn on room exit. Let's see. Guess there's really not too much else to test with linking. sure you can do that. Okay. Timer would have been cool. The ability to link a delay switch to destroy them. I guess a bomb spawner could do it too. It would also hurt the player. Yeah, you could do you could still do a timer switch. Conveyors could push him on there. You can remove tiles to kill him. Yeah, that's true. That'd be cool. Got him. Yeah, that's kind of fun to like lure him out there and then use bombs to like make him sink in the pit. Nice. Oh, I forgot to link the door. Whoops. Yeah, I wonder if you could do something like... Actually, I should make sure conveyors don't. Okay, cool. I think there are some roundabout ways to do what you're suggesting. Because you can use the razor traps to clear these. So you could like... I guess have a razor trap on a timer that, you know, activates to clear these, or something like that. Yeah, a variant that starts off would probably be a good thing. Obviously, there's ways around that. You know, I can just... go like that, right? You can also link from an arrow trap, too. It's very cracked blocks for the win. Yeah. Actually, I'm really curious how this will work. Okay. And then... Wow, 1 second's a long time. Maybe we need a 0.5. Yeah, we should do quarter intervals for sure. Yeah, the 0 second, you're right. It like barely stops it. It just, gets there. You can't start with the deactivated one. Nope. We don't. We probably should. I don't see a reason that we shouldn't. Have him on a backwards facing conveyor? Who? Oh, the razor. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. The razor trap. Yep. I don't know what I'm trying to do, to be honest. I'm just messing around. Yeah, you could have a timer for like making one of these appear like this, right? So there we go. Now I've got it. It's a lot of work to do something like that. There's some silly workarounds. What else? I wanted to test linking. I don't know what else to really test here. It seems to be working as expected. I like the idea of linking to it is what makes it no longer respawn when you leave a room, because you've given it a new way to respawn. I think that works. Yeah. I think we're good. I think we just need to fix razor traps. We can test the other pushables real quick just to make sure they're still good. So didn't really test those. Had it so group tiles wouldn't respawn, but it still felt weird. Yeah. Where's that really small statue? There we go. Do some poison too. Some of these things will look a little weird in the poison, but that just kind of is what it is, you know. What else? Do bridges go over them, or does it just revert to the pit or slime under them? I believe it... I don't remember. I think they act like grates, so... Okay, yeah. It turns it into a pit. We should probably test... That's what we need to test, is some other interactions, just to make sure everything's working as we would expect. I think there's anything else weird in floor tiles. How great. Nice. That was almost as good as the nacho pun. Lots of good puns tonight. Looks good. All right, none of these should do much. And yeah, Firefly is still some funkiness, but yeah, these are actually kind of cool for puzzles too, because you could do something like, I want you to destroy these three tiles. Oh, I can't group because I put the Firefly down. I meant these 3 tiles. Freaking fireflies. Oh, I can't link because the... Oh, alright, there we go. Grass. This is good. That works. That's a good question. Let's find out. Yep. Are fireflies ever going to link? No, the idea was to not have those link. Yeah, the fix we need to do is allowing you to just click through them. Yep, yep. Alright, let's make sure they work right in dark rooms. Cool. Yeah, these are terrifying in dark rooms. Oh my god. Do you crack an adjacent block when using the well? That's a good question. Here, let me turn the lights back on. Spooky. That's kind of cool. It's like you have a limited number of tries to use the well. Pay the electric bill. Yeah. Oh, when you come up. That's really cool, though. You have like 4 different chances to use the well. Okay, cool. So when you come up, looks good. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, and I respawned here. I guess this was, yeah, this was the last save tile I was on. Interesting. That's pretty funny. I guess... Should we have... It's supposed to find a valid spawn point. Yeah, but these aren't safe tiles, so that's probably why, right? It's not going to spawn you on an unsafe tile. Yeah, I feel like it probably should, huh? Do you think we should consider these safe tiles? Because they are, technically. No? Okay. I assume that would cause more headaches than... They do go away, so they aren't safe. Yeah, that's fair. So now I should respawn here. No, you don't. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's not, it's just not finding the tile properly then. Same reason why down spikes aren't safe. That's fair. I didn't think about that. Oops. What am I doing? Oh. Stepping on them and saving it as safe is wasted since gone as soon as you step off. Yeah, true. I don't know what the state will be when the player is respawning, so changing the state spot to potentially unsafe will lead to respawning weird places. Yeah, fair. Like with the up-down block situation. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, this is actually a bug with the well, right? Not with Because if this is just a pit, it's going to do the same thing. Yeah, so it has nothing to do with the cracked tile, it's just a well bug. Alright. Hastily made a bug card for that, just so we don't forget. Oh yeah, and then the other thing to show, if you frog glove across a bunch of these, you will not break them because you're in the air, which makes sense and is also really freaking cool. Does it always spawn below wells and buckets? Yeah, that's the bug. It's supposed to like find a safe tile around the well if this one isn't safe to spawn you in. Alright, I've got 20 minutes before I've got to hop off. And I do want to try and design a dungeon for the designer challenge. Forgot to test it with pits. Yeah, I guess I forgot too. I didn't think about it. Trying to think before I start making a dungeon here if there's anything else to test. That's interesting. You can actually place these. Most MTOs don't let you. Yeah, weird. It's working though. Oh, for the middle tile. Gotcha. Alright, this is my dungeon for the designer challenge. No, just kidding. Wow, I totally broke. I broke this wall pretty bad. What? How did I do that? I think we might need to revisit this. How did I do that? Undo doesn't like the Kabata tile, yeah. Well, that's a little concerning. See if there's anything in my player log. It's not the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, I've got a bunch of null references for undo in my player log. I don't know if it helps you at all, but I'll throw it in Discord. Need a way for players to make a black hole glitch. Right. Yeah, it's supposed to swap. Wait, can you just put these on voids? Maybe that's the issue here. Oh, I created some weirdness up here. Yeah. I did something funky with these tiles, because now that's a bad example. Anything can go in the void. What have we done? So yeah, that's a bigger problem than I thought it was. That creates some issues. Yeah, I know. It's not like a world-ending thing. But Mario Maker has its fair share of glitches, right? Alright, anyways, I made a bug card for that. Crack blocks are looking awesome. Kudos to Thomas for all the hard work on those. Excited to see him in the game, officially. And of course, kudos to Matt and Benny for the art and beautiful music. The sound effects to come. These are temporary sound effects right now, unless we like them. See what Benny thinks. Yeah, I was the Archways. Don't use it. Don't do it in your dungeons. It's gonna get fixed at some point. It'll maybe break your dungeons if you use it. So, fair warning. Glitch tag. If your game has a glitch tag, it's probably a reflection on your game. There's so many glitches, we added a glitch tag. Alright. Just in case I broke something, I'm going to restart the game. Yeah, it'll show in red or it'll fix itself. It depends on the issue, though. Alright, we're not going to finish a dungeon in 12 minutes, but I want to at least get started. So, again, we talked about this at the beginning of the stream, but for anybody that just tuned in, The March Designer Challenge is going on right now. Runs until April 5th, but don't wait. Get your dungeons in. The Designer Challenge for March is to create a minigame. Minigame can be anything cool you can think of. We're not being as restrictive with this one. Just make sure you use the minigame tag and put Designer Challenge in your title. We're going to try to build something fun. One idea I had is trying to think if there would be a cool way to do like a red light, green light. Yeah, soon is going to be great. There's so many amazing things coming soon. So, I think spikes are the most obvious thing you could do for like a red light, green light thing. Sunday, Sunday, someday. Let me just do a little experimenting here. And I think we're going to do green light, orange light. Yeah, the movement detection is going to be fun. We're going to play around with that. Yeah. Probably red razors would be the easiest thing. Yeah, it's something like that. It's like 7 or 9. So let me see. This isn't probably what the final design is going to look like, but okay, cool. So we'll start with them off. Actually, no, I want timer. Oh, you're right. They don't see through orbs, do they? Yep. Good point. Warthogs it is. No, it's okay. We will use the new cracked blocks. Oh, they do. Wait. Yeah, oh, you're right. They do trigger invisible switches. Yep. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want just pits. So we start green light. Oh, good question. Turned him off. Nope, they don't. Alright, so we need something that stops them from killing me. But still triggers them. Could put down 2 layers of these things. I think everything stops them, doesn't it? Yeah, might have to be warthogs. That's okay. I guess I could just turn them off when they hit this. What about spikes? Voids still work? But if we end up changing that, I want this to be future-proof. What about down spikes? Yeah, they should go over down spikes. So I could just do that, and then, you know, go like this. That did not work. Oh, I think they're triggering it twice. Are they? Oh, it's not triggering quick enough. Okay. It's only when they're over it. I see. I see. It's only when they're over it. Needs to be 2 to 3 tiles? Okay. Alright. Let's not do spikes. We don't need to do spikes. Alright, we'll do voids for now. I'll come back and fix this. Okay. All right, so it starts. Yeah, sorry, Weisborg. There's some stuff that might break with some of these changes. Air traps work in sleeping rooms. Good question. Green light. Okay, and then orange light. And then we'll have spikes come up. And I'll have to figure out how to... Like, I think maybe I'll have some safe tiles in here or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. No, it worked. It said orange room. Wait. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Sorry. You're right. Okay, so I would need to extend this and put this in the actual room. I could do that. Oh, I forgot to turn it off. All right. Anyways, a work in progress. We'll come back to this one. I can't win the designer challenge anyway, so I don't. Mini game, new tag, very exciting. Best level ever, work in progress. Yeah. We're gonna call it there because I gotta hop off. So appreciate everybody hanging out. This was a fun one. Excited to get the cracked blocks out to everyone, and yeah, looking forward to seeing the dungeons everyone comes up with, the mini games that I'm sure will be much better than mine. So yeah, see you later. Glad to test. Fun stuff. We'll have more for everyone soon. The next update's exciting because we're going to have the cracked floors. We're going to have the red Lizark and some other enhancements. So fun stuff. Thanks all. If you're new here, we stream usually on Sundays around 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern. And Super Dungeon Designer is on Steam Early Access right now. You can grab it. It's $14.99. Get on there, participate in the Creator Challenge, Designer Challenge. And yeah, there's a Discord link down below. Join that if you want to chat with us. You can also ask any questions, design questions you have, all that in the Discord. So soon, yeah. All right. Let's we did a raid last week. Let's see if yeah, Coco's on. We'll do a raid. All right. Oh yeah, and Coco's playing Zelda, so perfect. So no razor over avoid a permanent thing. I think it will be, but I like the idea of hovering razor, so yeah. We'll have to discuss. All right, thanks all. Hope everyone has a good rest of your Sunday. We will see you next week. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Bye Optimus, bye Thomas, bye Weasborg, bye Matt. Have a good night.